What is happening, people? It's your boy, Big Will, Minute, coming at you with another Raw review for April 10th from Long Island, New York. Superstar Shakeup. First off, I'm feeling a little under the weather. Just got off work and still plan on watching SmackDown tonight and everything. But I'm gonna make this a quick one because I wanted to get this out, but it's gonna be kind of a fast one. But I'm gonna get to everything and let y'all know what happened on Raw. So like I said, Superstar Shakeup. So let's see what happened. We start out, John Cena's music hits, but we come to expect now. Everybody knows Cena's gone. So now when Cena music hits, people pop now because we all know that it's the Miz. So boom, right off the back, we know Miz and Maurice are now on Raw, which I don't agree with because Miz was handling his business on SmackDown ever since the brand split. And now he's on Raw, and I'm afraid he's going to get lost in the shuffle. Even though if he continue to just be that ultimate heel, we'll see. But I just got a bad feeling about this one. I think he was suited for SmackDown. But as the show goes on, you may see that maybe he still is on SmackDown the way Raw is shaping up after today. So he comes out, they do their whole shitting on John Cena thing, which is still over as hell and we all still love. And lo and behold, Dean Ambrose comes out. So boom, now we got Dean Ambrose on Raw. And he is the Intercontinental Champion. Inquiring minds would like to know. So him and Miz banter a little bit about, hey, don't you? I'm not really Cena. Blah blah blah. They do this and that. Lo and behold, Ambrose hits him with the dirty deeds. So Ambrose, Miz, Maurice, all on Raw. First segment. Cool. Ambrose, he was SmackDown's very first pick, and now they trade him to Raw. Ooh. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Commercial. Come back from commercial. Kurt Angle's backstage with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is 2 weeks in a row kissing Kurt Angle's ass. But, hey, that's Sami's character. He's an ass kisser. It's Sammy being Sammy. Miz interrupts because of what just happened. Talking about, they deserve some respect, blah, blah, blah. So, of course, Sammy's like, hey, this is my time. Miz is like, shut your mouth when grown folks are talking. Sammy's like, come shut it for me. Kurt makes a match between those two tonight. Boom. We go to New Day versus The Revival. The Revival claiming that they broke Kofi's ankle, but everybody knows that Kofi had a pre-existing ankle injury, so he was going to be gone anyway, so this was just a way of writing him off TV for a while. So it's just going to be Woods and Big E against The Revival. And New Day came out with a blow-up doll in place of Kofi. These dudes never fell to a maze, so to speak. And I did like what Woods said. Woods said, I forgot the little analogy he used. Something about the unemployment office and Revival come out here and come get this work. Just little stuff like that. Get this work is something that is said in today's society. And the fact that they're saying that on national TV, the reason why I like these guys. So, the match, Big E had a nice shoulder tackle in the corner, into a clothesline from Xavier. They had an assisted big splash, what I'm saying? Commercial, come back from commercial. Dawson, nice little backdrop. Revival has some nice double team moves. They do classic tag team wrestling, these guys. Really like these Revival guys. And I'm okay with them going against New Day right now because New Day does do good work in the ring and Revival does good work in the ring. Wish it could have been Kofi working, but hey, Xavier's underrated. So, Big E hit 3 belly-to-bellies, followed by his big splash. Xavier kind of botched his flying elbow drop. He landed short. Never seen him miss that before, so he was a little off tonight. Lo and behold, they hit the Shatter Machine for the win. So it was kind of sloppy, to be honest, but Hey, I'll take it. I mean, it still was an enjoyable match to watch. Go to commercial, come back from commercial. Neville's backstage, uh, basically talking stuff about Austin Aries now being the number one contender. And he's saying that he already proved that Austin Aries is not on Neville's level. Guess that's his new catchphrase now. TJP comes, talks some more stuff. Neville kind of dismisses him, but then changes it up, saying that, basically looking at TJP like, man, what the hell happened to you? You was our first cruiserweight champion. They were trying to build the cruiserweight division around you. Then they realized you was bland as shit. My words, not his. And he's like, your career is nothing. Your career's a joke. Everything that all your stuff has been given to Austin Aries. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you gonna let that happen? You know what I'm saying? Basically kind of pushing TJP's buttons. And lo and behold, Austin Aries comes out. Hey, I heard my name. Basically telling TJP, hey man, don't listen to nothing Neville's saying. He's lying through his teeth. He's just using you. So, because the Austin Aries is going to be facing TJP tonight. So, they're trying to set up the heat between the two. So, we'll see what happens if something's going to happen with TJP tonight. So then we go to the ring, and Curtis Hawkins is in the ring. So, our next SmackDown person is Curtis Hawkins. As soon as he comes out to the ring, it's jobber. So, somebody's going to come out and is going to beat him real quick. But then Big Show music hits. Like, what the hell? We all thought Big Show retired. Apparently not. So he comes out, weapons of mass destruction, knockout punch, leaves the ring. So, thank you, Kurt Hawkins. Commercial. Come back from commercial. You got the Austin Aries and TJP match. Really, the match really wasn't all that. I mean, Austin Aries really didn't get none of his stuff in at all. So it just ended with a small package from TJP. It was a 7-minute match, but there really was nothing noteworthy that happened in the match, to be honest. Neville was on commentary, so that kind of took a vocal point in most of the match because they kept asking Neville questions. They were constantly cutting to Neville, so it really wasn't paying much attention to the action that was going on in the ring. And, besides them mocking each other with the dab and everything like that. Austin Aries goes up on the apron and kind of mocks Neville. That's what makes Neville come down to the ring. Distracts Austin Aries. That's how TJP was able to roll him up for the small package win. Then afterwards, TJP attacks Austin Aries. So I guess he'll turn, but then the crowd starts chanting, "You still suck." So I don't think that quite worked out for him. But hey, we'll see what happens, This could rejuvenate TJP, him going heel. I mean, hell, look what it did for Neville. Neville went heel, and now it's the best thing for the Cruiserweight division. TJP, I think he's too nice of a guy. But if he keeps this aggression, it may rejuvenate his career. We'll see what happens. Commercial, come back from commercial. Seth Rollins in the ring, cutting a straight-up babyface promo, talking about basically slaying his demons, which mainly Triple H, and that now he's going to move on to bigger and better things, i.e. going after Samoa Joe for some revenge, getting that Universal title. But he don't think any of that's going to happen because, Stephanie is still the commissioner, and that when she comes back, she's going to make his life a living hell. So he's pretty sure he should just take the easy way out and just go to SmackDown. But he already took the easy way out once before, and he's not going to do it again. So he's basically saying he's solidifying that he wants to stay on Raw. So out comes Kurt Angle, the "You Suck" chance rant, which I'm okay with, by the way. Fuck everybody else. And he basically is telling him that, he wrestled with a broken freaking neck, the old Kurt Angle line, and that Seth wrestled with a broken freaking leg and still won and put on a good show, and Kurt respects that, and basically saying that he don't care what Stephanie talking about, as long as he's GM, Raw is going to have Seth freaking Rollins. So he basically puts his stamp of approval on Seth. Samoa Joe comes out to attack Seth Rollins. Kurt jumps in the middle trying to break him up. Like, oh snap, is Kurt finally going to get involved? I wasn't expecting Kurt to get involved for at least a couple months in the ring. But all he does is kind of break them up, and they fight for a little bit, and Seth gets the upper hand, and Joe backs down. But kind of got a tease. Kind of got a tease. But hey, maybe. Just maybe. So then KO's backstage. Backstage segment. He's annoyed with the backstage announcer, and he's basically talking about, Jericho is on the shelf because, the power bomb that he put on him. And the announcer asked him about what he thinks about Dean Ambrose being on the show, because Dean Ambrose is the Intercontinental Champion. KO is the United States Champion. I'm thinking KO is gone. We'll see tonight on SmackDown. He basically saying that Dean going to learn his place. There's only one real champ on Raw, and this is the Kevin Owens show. So we'll see. Next is you're going to have Charlotte versus Nia Jax, because what happened last week, they showed that little package. Go to commercial. They come back from commercial. This match was Botch City. This was a horrible match, and I am a fan of both these ladies. But, this was not a good match at all. Nia had a horrible botch and dropped Charlotte right on her head. Charlotte went out to do her moonsault, and I don't know if Nia fed into it wrong or whatever, but Charlotte again ended up falling flat on her face. Sloppy. But Nia hits a Samoan drop for the win over Charlotte. So that tells me, okay, Charlotte's gone. Charlotte's gone. She has to be going to SmackDown. Of course, we'll find that out tonight. So, okay. It was just real weird to see Charlotte lay down for Nia Jax. But, side note, was listening to the Blitz team, and these fools went on. Respect the show. I listen to it because I do like sometimes the things that they say. I could do without some of the yelling and some of the same old regurgitated bullshit sometimes. But hey, do what you gotta do for your audience, man. Do what you gotta do. But these fools went on for 10 minutes talking about Nia's weight. Fuck you guys. You know what I'm saying? This woman goes out there. Yeah, she had a bad match. She's not the best wrestler. But damn, really? 10 minutes of talking about her weight? That's just stupid, petty, pathetic shit done by... You guys sounded like stupid virgins when you were doing that shit on your review. So, just for me, my opinion, it was unnecessary, petty, and real mean. And you should be ashamed of yourselves. And this is coming from someone who loves bigger women. If I was to see any one of you guys, I would slap you in the fucking face. And then spit on you. And then dare you to do something to me. You weak bitches. You can talk about her wrestling ability all you want. She's not performing. That's what you do. You're a review critiquing wrestling. Not somebody's weight. You weak some bitches. That was real low and real, and your army fed into it. You fucking weak, simple-minded bitches. That's all I got to say about that. You guys wrong for that. All of you on that panel for that review that jumped on that shit. It should have been stopped and you should have moved on. There's no way I should have stayed on that shit for 10 minutes talking about this woman's weight and try to justify it by, people talk about KO's weight, body shaming KO, so we're going to do the same thing to Nia. Really? No. Be a bigger person. Be a bigger person. Talk about the goddamn show, about the wrestling. That is my opinion. Stupid fucks. Anyway, next they go on to a little superhero film strip. I thought it was something. Does he have a WWE 24 special coming out or something? Because they did a nice little package on Finn Balor. So, if you get a chance, check it out. I think it may be a WWE 24 thing on the network. That's what it looked like. But so check that out. We go to commercial. We come back. We hit Jinder Mahal versus Finn Balor, and Jinder Mahal, man, I don't know about y'all. Even though he's been losing, he hasn't been winning. I mean, he was one of the finalists in the Andre the Memorial Battle Royal. He's been showing a lot more aggression. I don't know if it's the roids or whatever, but Jinder has been looking. Man, if they decide to actually push Jinder, like really, I mean, give him at least for a secondary title, I can see because he's showing. Right now, he got my vote for most improved person in the ring. Because Jinder is really showing me he beat the shit out of Finn Balor in this match. I mean, he hit his nasty like elbow to the side of Balor's head. I mean, I think he knocked him out. Wouldn't surprise me. I got to check dirt sheets and everything. Wouldn't surprise me if Finn Balor had a concussion after that. Because, I mean, Jinder was laying into him. And he was being super aggressive. Jinder Mahal. That's what he needs to be doing. Titus O'Neil need to take notes. Jinder may mess around. If the fans start feeding into it, if he keeps going out there, even though he keeps losing, if he keeps going out there and being aggressive, wouldn't surprise me if fans start getting behind Jinder a little bit. Wouldn't surprise me. But, after Balor kind of got his bearings about him, which he never really did, he did end up hitting a sling blade and hit the coup de grace for the win. So, 7-minute match. It is what it is. But then out of nowhere, Bray Wyatt appears on the damn Jumbotron. So now Bray Wyatt is on fucking Raw. What the hell? Is this just like, all the top people from SmackDown, let's take them all off SmackDown. I guess that's going on. They better do the same damn thing tonight on SmackDown. We better get fucking Kevin Owens, fucking, I don't want to say Roman Reigns because that would piss everybody off. But, I mean, they better, man, they gutted the shit out of SmackDown tonight. So it better turn equal with Raw tonight, I swear. So basically, Bray Wyatt is basically saying that he got a surprise. He's saying he's still going to face Randy for his rematch in his Faces of Fear match, whatever the fuck it is, which basically lets me know that he's going to lose. He's not going to win the title. So this is such a mistake. Bray Wyatt was perfect on SmackDown. He actually won the title on SmackDown. He had a chance to be on SmackDown and be his own person. But now he's back on Raw. So we're back to square one. Bray is going to be back to mid-card to upper-card jobber. He's going after Finn Balor now. They love Finn Balor. Bray is not going to beat Finn Balor. He's probably going to lose to Randy Orton. I think it's Backlash. He's going to lose to Randy Orton. And then he's going to turn around and start feuding with Finn Balor. He's going to lose to Finn Balor. And Bray is my dude, so this pisses me off. I didn't agree with really hardly any of the moves they made or the people they brought over because they were flourishing on SmackDown. And now I feel they're going to come to Raw and get lost in the shuffle. Not unless they take some of these marquee people off of Raw and put them on SmackDown. Then maybe it may work. There may be room for them. But as of right now, I don't agree with it at all. They go to commercial, come back from commercial. They show a video package of basically saying Apollo Crews, Kalisto, and Heath Slater and Rhino are all on Raw now. So Kalisto is finally on Raw because, Raw is where the cruiserweights are, so it makes sense. Kalisto couldn't be on SmackDown and be part of the 205 Live. Everybody wants them to move 205 Live to SmackDown. Makes sense because they taped 205 Live after SmackDown. I just don't think they're going to do it. They need to. It makes sense, but I don't think they're going to do it. Apollo Crews, I would say it's a mistake because I felt he had his best chance on SmackDown, but they wasn't doing anything with him. So, bring him over to Raw. They trim the fat on Raw tonight. Maybe Apollo Crews finally gets a chance to shine. Go out there, Intercontinental title or something. So, we'll see what happens with this one. Next, we get Miz versus Sami Zayn. Didn't really care about this match. Sammy, of course, came out to a huge pop. Sammy is so over. He needs to go to SmackDown. Hope he does, because he's going to flourish over there, especially now that they've gutted it the way they have. So, but if KO go over there too, please don't make them do another feud. so tired of KO and Sami Zayn, even though they put on great matches. But let them be away from each other as far as in the ring. But they on the same show is bound to happen. But I don't know. I think he needs to go because, I mean, they put on a good match. I just didn't write anything about the match because nothing stuck out to me with this match, especially considering the fact that it would just end up, a lot of it was Miz doing his classic chicken heel shit. You know, Sammy went for his Topo Con Hilo. He puts Maurice in front of him to stop it. You know, that was right before a commercial break. And then, you know, he runs around the ring a little more. Then Maurice grabs Sammy's leg. You know, he gets her off of him, goes in the ring. Miz goes for the Skull Crusher finale. Sammy rolls him up for the 1, 2, 3. Miz kind of kicked out at 3, which I like. They don't do that much anymore. I mean, still lose, but kick out at 3. You know, to me that kind of protects you a little bit. You don't just lay down. You still attempt to kick out. So I'm cool with that. Man, I hope they don't ruin the Miz because he was on fire on SmackDown. But now he's on Raw, so we'll wait and see what they do. Like I said, they trim the fat a little more. Maybe he can keep doing what he want to do. I don't know who he's going to go after now because he was golden, you know, messing with Daniel Bryan and Ziggler and Cena. Now he's on Raw. I guess Ambrose. I guess. But they really, I mean, they kind of work good together, but I don't know. We'll see. Commercial. Come back from commercial. Roman Reigns sit-down interview with Michael Cole. Okay. Now, I mean, I'm not a Roman hater. I'm not. But I'm not oblivious to what's going on either. You know, that pretty much everybody hates Roman, like they've always hated Roman, and I've not hated him. So, that's how that is. Take that how you will. And they had him backstage because they fucked up in Mania by having him beat Taker. So now the guy is, either they turn him heel or he's going to get booed constantly. So they have him backstage because they didn't want to put him out in front of New York City. But you could still hear the boos, even backstage. I thought it was going to be one of those pre-taped interviews, but it was actually a live interview just backstage. Come on now. We're not stupid. We know y'all keeping them backstage because y'all don't want him to get booed. Let him go out there and get booed. Embrace the boos. Turn this man heel to where you think the boos don't affect him. But he basically tries to say that, you know, because Michael Cole asked him how he feel about retiring Undertaker. He basically says he respects Undertaker. You know, how do you go out there and retire a legend? You know, but then out of nowhere, Strowman comes out and starts beating the shit out of Roman Reigns. I mean, throwing him over tables, ramming him with equipment. You know, Roman even kind of sells a little bit, coughing and choking. The crowd, you can hear him chanting, "You deserve it," of him getting his ass whipped. Thank you, Strowman. You know, it was just like epic beating. And then every time Strowman would leave, I mean, he'll beat him down and leave. Then he'll come back, like they put him on a stretcher. You know, it's a classic when somebody gets beat up to bring all the medical people out. You know, after he destroyed him, bring all the medical people out. They put him on a stretcher. And then he goes, "I'm not done with you." And he comes back, and every time he did this, like I think 2 or 3 times. And every time he came back, the crowd would pop and start saying thank you and all this stuff when he would start beating the shit out of Reigns. And then he's on the gurney, and he pushed him off of the little staging area back there while he was on the gurney. I think it was a dummy. I heard people say it was a dummy. It was still funny as hell because he was strapped to it, and they pushed him off. And then so they get him up and put him in the back of an ambulance. Strowman comes back, so crowd pops again. He beats his ass inside the ambulance. And then they do some fake shit that was, okay, I was enjoying him beating his ass. You know I'm a Roman fan. I love Strowman too. So Strowman became a monster again tonight because I thought he was buried after Roman beat him the first time. After they built him up and then he beat him, I thought he was buried. So then they put him, he beats his ass in the back of the ambulance. Then Strowman proceeds to pick up the ambulance and tip it over. Okay, that was a little much. That clearly looked fake as shit, but they kind of went a little overboard with that. But hey, I mean, hell, hey, the man's a monster now, so So then he leaves, and they put him in the back of a different ambulance, and he goes off, and they give updates that he has broken ribs and all this other shit. So I don't know. So then we come back from commercial, and they got the club teaming with the Shining Stars. Okay, either the club is going to SmackDown, so he can finally be with AJ. I hope, or they are just buried now because they got them teaming with the Shining Stars. I mean, really, going against Sheamus and Cesaro, who are the number one contenders for the Hardys titles, and that's who they team with. So this match starts. Of course, Hardy's got a huge pop again. People still riding that WrestleMania wave, but I smell bad shit coming because only reason the Hardys got back in the company is because of the broken Hardys thing. And as long as that lawsuit is going on, we're not going to get that. People don't want to see the Hardys. Not Matt and Jeff, them Hardys. We want to see the broken Hardys. Crowd is still chanting delete. Matt still teases delete. We don't. That's what we want to see. We love their talent and their ability, but we've seen that. So we want to see the broken bit. So I got a feeling after the WrestleMania high and the nostalgia high of having the Hardys back, the window's down, people are going to turn. I think people are going to turn. But during this match, Elias Sampson, the Drifter, is just walking around on the top of the ramp. And that's all he did. So I guess he's now on Raw. Okay. So, no, how this match ended, a twist of faith into a nice swanton by Jeff. The replay, it looked beautiful. He's so good at doing that. So good at doing it. And that they got that for the win, the Hardys. So, giving the crowd what they want. Hardy Boys winning, but we want the broken Hardys. So, let's keep our fingers crossed about that lawsuit so we can get the broken Hardys and hope WWE doesn't fuck it up. So then we get Dana Brooke and Emma backstage, and that's basically, Emma basically telling Dana that, before she was hanging with Charlotte, she was her little underling, and Dana's like, basically, I'm my own woman. When you was off having your identity crisis, the women's division was here flourishing, and I'm getting better in the ring. I'm going to be my own person, and I'm not going to be your protege or anybody else's. So, kudos to her. Kudos for Dana for stepping up. We'll see what happens there. Maybe I hope Emma gets moved to SmackDown. To be honest, I think she'll be all right on SmackDown. So then Sasha Banks comes out and basically is saying that she has some unfinished business, but before she handles her unfinished business, she wants to call the woman who walked in champ and left champ from WrestleMania out to the ring. She got just Bayley. I don't know what that was about, the just Bayley thing. But Bayley comes out, and to be honest, I'm over the Bayley character. I can't do it no more. The whole my childhood dream, the fan thing that they're pushing, which kind of got a little bit of booze tonight. I'm kind of over it. She's horrible on the mic. She sounds fake as fuck on the mic. I know they take promo classes down at NXT, and she was down there long enough, so I thought this would not have been an issue. I was expecting so many good things from Bayley when she came up to the main roster, and her work on the mic has been horrible. I don't know if they're writing it for her and she doesn't read shit well, and maybe they need to let her be herself more, because it sounds so fake when she talks on the mic. And even, her work in the ring is maybe because she hasn't been going against Sasha. She never really having to go against Charlotte. Her and Charlotte, they were friends and everything, and her best work has been against Sasha. That's when she down at NXT, her and Sasha working together against each other. Then now they have this whole best friends thing. She needs to work with Sasha to bring out the best in Bayley. Because right now, to me, even though she's a champ, to me, Bayley's a paper champion. She's failing. They need to fix it, and they need to fix it in a hurry. So, That's my feelings on that. And so Sasha basically, I think, was about to turn heel. She's basically about to ask for a title shot. And I think I was maybe about to get what I wanted. And then, damn it, yet again, my girl comes out, Alexa Bliss. I'm like, and I think I threw something at the damn TV. Because I'm a SmackDown guy. I like SmackDown. And they just took all my people off SmackDown tonight and put them on goddamn Raw. Ugh. SmackDown's 2 hours. It's so much easier to watch. But the writers are amazing. So now all my good people who were flourishing on SmackDown are now on Raw, and they're going to get, but we'll see after tonight to see who they snatch from Raw to maybe my people on SmackDown. But now they got these horrible SmackDown writers, horrible Raw writers now. So Alexa Bliss comes out, basically says what I just said. Tired of this whole Bayley and Sasha friends thing. Throw up. Alexa does her Alexa thing. She's great. Got a huge pop with her little short, pretty ass. Love me some Alexa Bliss. But then Mickie James comes out. So what the hell, Mickie James too? I'm like, oh my God, what? I mean, Mickie didn't do great on Raw, but still, I'm just like, wow, really? But then out of nowhere, Nia comes out and just destroys Mickie James. Jumps in the ring, and then Alexa pushes Sasha, into Nia. Nia headbutts Sasha, and then takes out freaking Bayley. And standing tall. So I think they about to push Nia Jax. Wow. Don't think she's ready, but hey, maybe this she gives more work now. She gets to work more in the ring. But now, Charlotte's probably going to leave, and I don't know who she can work with that can bring good matches out of her, because she doesn't really work well with Bayley. Because like I said, Bayley's working the ring. She's being exposed of her really lack of ring work. Like she seems like she can only work with Sasha. And either Sasha is going to turn heel, or maybe Sasha will leave. Somebody big on that roster is going to leave, either Charlotte or Sasha, if not both. Because they brought 2 from SmackDown over. It only makes sense that they take 2 from Raw. Maybe it'll be Emma and Charlotte. Or Emma and Sasha. I doubt it'll be Sasha and Charlotte. I think they're going to split them up. But I don't know. We'll see. Nia's getting the push. And go ahead, Nia. And fuck you idiots again for what y'all did for 10 minutes. Which, at this part of the review, they started in on it again. Just can't help themselves. Fucking weak pussies is what you are. But so then we go to commercial, come back for our main event. Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose. These two, they work pretty well together. They just had some pretty good high spots in this. It was a decent match. It wasn't a great main event match, but I enjoyed it. But KO takes the dirty deeds, and Ambrose wins. So now I'm convinced that KO is leaving. KO is showing up on SmackDown tonight, which, you think about it, not a bad thing. Nakamura, AJ, because the main event, folks, AJ Styles did not come out there, so AJ Styles is not going to Raw. Let's just hope Roman don't show up on SmackDown. So, KO, I'm kind of mad about that because, the Raw that I'm going to on the 24th, I was going to wear my Kevin Owens show shirt, but I don't think he's going to be there. So now I got to figure out what shirt I'm going to wear now. God damn it. But then Y2J comes out and hits a code breaker. So not only did he take a dirty deeds and lose to Ambrose, but then he takes a code breaker from Y2J. So it only makes sense that he's going to SmackDown. And then with Dean Ambrose being on Raw, he's not going to lose to Y2J. So the United States title will stay on SmackDown. And then Y2J probably is going to leave after that, more than likely. So that was a superstar shakeup. So all in all, we got Miz, Maurice, Dean Ambrose. I guess if you want to count Kurt Hawkins, he can job back and forth between both shows if you ask me. Elias Sampson, Apollo Crews, Kalisto, Heath Slater and Rhino, Alexa Bliss, and Mickie James, and Bray Wyatt. So, I mean, goddamn. And then when they put that little graphic up for the Superstar Shakeup with both rosters with the general managers in the middle, Raw was swole, overflowing with people because they added the new people over there, and SmackDown was little as shit. So hopefully they rectify that tonight. But all in all, I mean, it was a decent show. I didn't dislike it. Didn't dislike it at all. It was cool seeing different, wondering who was going to show up. I mean, I was involved. I mean, I said what the fuck and yelped and went a few times when some of my favorites were coming out on Raw from SmackDown, which was a reaction. Is what they wanted. It was going for. So they got that out of me, and I was watching. I was engaged in the show. I didn't turn the channel. So, hey, mission accomplished, I guess. So we'll see what happens tonight on SmackDown. Hopefully they trim this fat a little bit on Raw. So my people who came from SmackDown have a chance to flourish a little bit on Raw and see if I still be a SmackDown guy, because it's tough watching 3 hours of Raw. I'm not going to lie. That's why I like SmackDown, because to me it's better program. You don't have to invest in it as much. And before this happened, it was good programming. So we'll see if they keep it up. But if you like this, hit the like button, subscribe and share. Follow me on Twitter at Minute316. I send a lot of tweets out during Raw and SmackDown about what's going on during the show, and a lot of that stuff I give back to you in the reviews. So holler at you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.